All right, hello everyone. Bo Williams in the WATE 16 Your Side newsroom, as we like to do on Friday, kind of get you up to what's happening construction-wise around the area as far as road work. I want to make sure you're getting from point A to point B without any issues. So we try to give you a heads up on some of the projects that'll be new, some that are still have been around for a while that keep coming back. So we'll get you up to date on all the very latest. First and foremost, though, what we like to do is get everybody up to date on what's happening as far as the current traffic on this Friday. A lot of people may be coming back from spring break. Others may be heading out for next week. Maybe your kids will be off next week. I know Knox County was off this current week, so we'll see a lot of traffic coming back into Knoxville probably this weekend. But this is the current map right now, according to TDOT, how things are shaping up right now around the area. We do want to take some of these icons out to kind of get a better look at how things are moving along. Right now, West Knoxville seems to see the biggest influx of traffic right now. Pretty typical also for a Friday. We'll take a look at some of the TDOT SmartWay cameras. Live look for you right now. This is I-40 out near the I-140 interchange. Traffic westbound on 40. Looks a little bit more like a parking lot. Eastbound wide open. This is really between I-140 and Level Road, but that's westbound traffic for you right now. So heavy traffic for you. I want to shape it up to be a pretty nice, still a little cool, but a nice full first day of spring, if you will. Yesterday, I think spring rang in at just after 5 o'clock in the morning, but the first full day of spring. So nice to see some sunshine out there. We will see some rain coming up this weekend, especially on Sunday. Be sure to tune into WATE to get the latest on that if you're going to be traveling. But here's another live look for you. This is I-40 over near Cedar Bluff right now. Traffic there moving along fine. Westbound traffic still slower than what we're seeing eastbound. I want to take you up north of town. We've seen some slowdowns there throughout the day. This is 75 as you're coming in near Merchant Road. We'll see if it updates. Here you go. And really right now, everything's looking all right. No major issues, but sometimes we'll get some backups near that 640 interchange, southbound 75. A lot of that is just people trying to jockey for position. People realizing they need to be in the right lane to get on 640. Others just trying to continue south onto 275. But right now, no big backups, but we'll keep an eye on that. And it looks like we had some issues a little bit further north of town. We'll let this update, and there we go. We'll zoom in here for you. This looks like northbound 75 up near the Knox-Anderson County line. This is 75 north, heavy traffic for you, mile marker 116. No lanes are blocked, just seeing some heavy traffic for you. So as you're going from, again, up into Anderson County, leaving Knox County, be careful there on 75. Gets a little twists and turns up there. Just be careful as you're making your way up, say, toward the Clinton area. Could get a little slow at times, especially when you factor in some of the truck traffic. We'll get another check on how things are shaping up here in a little bit. Real quick, I do want to pan over here because I am seeing some heavy red here. This is between Sevierville and Pigeon Forge. Of course, you got a lot of people out on spring break, still in the in that area, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge area, so along the Parkway here, seeing some pretty heavy traffic for you with all the traffic lights and, of course, all the tourists in town. Great to have them here, but again, it is going to slow things down. And then just a reminder for you, I-40 is back open, at least one lane in both directions, right there at the Tennessee-North Carolina line. But I just wanted to show this to you again. We talked about this the last time. You can see how everything is highlighted here in red in both directions on the North Carolina side. That's where they had the sections of the road break off during Helene, and that they have gone back and they have made some repairs and have one lane open in both directions. But you got some pretty significant backups. It is going to be slow traffic, so it's moving. I think the speed limit's down to 35 miles per hour. Obviously, wide loads still need to go up to Virginia to either go 77 to 81 or vice versa. Some traffic still. You might still want to think about taking 26 up to the Tri-Cities if you'll be traveling in between Tennessee and North Carolina. And 25 is another option for you too, as well. It's two lanes, one lane in each direction. State Highway from Newport to Hot Springs. You kind of come in on the north end of Asheville. But that can get pretty slow as well. Still heavily patrolled, obviously. There's still a lot of work to be done. Cleanup following Helene as you'll go through some of those areas. But you can make some decent time and avoid some of these significant backups. But again, if you get caught behind some heavy truck traffic, then it's going to be pretty slow. So just some options for you there, traveling between North Carolina and Tennessee. I know we say 40 is back open, but at times, as you can see there, it's going to be very, very slow on the North Carolina side. So if you're going to be, if you're watching this out of town, coming back home, or if you're going to be heading out on vacation this weekend, heading into next week. Just keep all of that in mind for your travels. Check the TDOT website. Go to WATE.com. Also, click traffic. We'll send you there as well, and you can kind of check in and see how things are going or looking before you head out. All right, as far as some other projects we're watching for you right now, this is one that's coming out of Cocke County. Highway 25E will be closed between Lehigh Road and Hilltop Drive starting at 7 o'clock tonight. Crews will be installing a pipe culvert beneath the roadway. The closure will wrap up before 6 o'clock Monday morning. So this is going to be a weekend project. We've spotlighted for you here the area near Lehigh here along 25E. Again, this is in Cocke County, but that's going to be a weekend project. So you're going to have that closure between Lehigh and Hilltop Drive if you're familiar with that area. So just make note of that. That will start up at 7 o'clock tonight. So just be aware for your evening travels. Also, speaking of traveling, if you're going to be flying in and out of McGee-Tyson, maybe you're picking somebody up or dropping somebody off, this is the last weekend where the main airport entrance will be closed. They're still expecting that high traffic. Of course, you have a lot of construction going on in that area. Here's the map for you. And again, just normally how you come in is just to the north of the airport is the entrance that brings you in. And you can either go up to drop people off, or you can head down toward the parking areas. Now you're going to head down toward Hunt Road and hop off there, and then kind of circle back around. So let me bring this back over here. To the TDOT map that we've pulled up for you. And, obviously here they've done all the repairs that they've been working with here on the Hunt Road overpass, the new and improved, if you will. You will be able to exit here, and then you'll immediately kind of make that right turn and head back toward the Hilton. There's a lot of the parking areas are right in here since we've lost some areas because of the parking garage that's being built. So just know this weekend, as far as picking up, dropping off, or if you're catching a flight, it's going to be that different setup. But that entrance will be closed between 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. each night through Monday. So that'll be happening this weekend. So you'll still have some access the old-fashioned way, but at times, depending on when your flight's leaving, you may have to come in through Hunt Road. Don't panic. And in many ways, sometimes it's a little bit more convenient because it dumps you in right at those parking areas, those long-term parking spots. As a matter of fact, we've been checking McGee-Tyson for you because spring break is underway and you've got a lot of traffic going in and out of the airport. Here is where things stand right now, that the garage is 69% full, Terminal A 78%, Terminal B is full, and the Economy C lot is 93% full. Strongly urge you to look at this. Go to McGee-Tyson's website. If you are catching a flight, you're going to have to park to find out which lots are full or maybe have more spots available. They can maybe save you some time. When you get there, I need to immediately head towards a Terminal A lot or the garage lot. And there will be a map for you. I want to say, let's see, is this the terminal map? Kind of brings down, here's the parking map for you. But it will show you how things are all laid out as far as the parking areas, the economy lots, terminal lot B, A, here's the economy lot C, and then there's the garage lot. So again, check that out if you're going to be flying in and out. But first, obviously, check and find out which lots have a little bit more space in them, and then which ones are filling up. And then you can it'll save you some time when you get to McGee-Tyson. All right, let's get back to traffic here for a second. Take a look at some of the other projects. Of course, we always get the latest update from TDOT. Quite a list. Here are some of the new ones that we're going to be watching for you. First of all, Anderson County starting up on Tuesday, the 25th, and this will run through Thursday, the 27th. Watch out for some possible lane closures between I-75. This is 75 north between mile markers 128 and 129. So we've kind of highlighted this for you here. We'll widen this out just a little bit more for you. So we're talking really the Rocky Top area. This is right before you get into Campbell County. We'll zoom back in. So this is mile marker 128. Here's 129 for you. The crews are going to be out there working between 9 a.m. and 3 o'clock each of those days. They've got some roadway maintenance activities. No other specifics have been given. But again, this will be happening on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. And it's right during the middle of the day. So again, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You could see some lane closures. Watch out for some possible delays up around Rocky Top as this project will be continuing. Another spot we're going to be watching for you, we're going to go to Jefferson County right now. This is going to be along I-81. It is just shy of that 81-40 merge or split, depending on which direction you're going. But this is Jefferson County I-81. This is right there at between mile marker 0, so right here at the interchange with 40 and 81 up to mile marker 4, so not far from there. But crews are going to be working on Wednesday, the 26th. You could see some lane closures. These will be later in the evening, 8 o'clock until 6 a.m. the following day. They're working on some guardrails in that area, but we'll be traveling later in the day or early that following morning on Thursday. Watch out for those crews north and southbound 81 near that 4081 interchange. Again, that's coming up for you on Wednesday. Next, we want to head to Knox County. A lot happening here. This is I-40 out near Watt Road, so right there near the Knox-Loudoun County line. 40 east and westbound near that interchange. On Sunday, watch for possible rolling roadblocks. This will be between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. So if you jump on the interstate on Sundays trying to get to church, trying to get to that first service of the day, you might want to avoid this if you pass through here between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning because of those rolling roadblocks. They're doing some overhead work in that area, so be careful. Utility crews will be working, maybe have to run some lines across the interstate. That's where you're going to have those rolling roadblocks, but it'll be right here at the interchange of I-40 and Watt Road. But again, that's Sunday morning, the 23rd, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Also, the I-40 West ramp to Watt Road, so right here. This is as you're coming off 40 West, making your way to Watt Road, beginning at 7 o'clock tonight through 6 a.m. Monday. Watch out for some lane closures and even lane shifts on the ramp. They're doing some work on the concrete here. I want to say they had the schedule for last weekend or the weekend before last, and it was a pretty wet weekend. So they're going to be back out there this time around again, giving it a try. But this is 40 West, the ramp to Watt Road, and that will start up tonight at 7 o'clock. Watch out for crews working there. You're going to lose a lane as you're making your way there. Of course, a lot of truck stops in here, so this could result in some backup, especially in those later hours or even over the weekend because it's going to run till Monday. But traffic trying to exit there, besides trying to get to some of the neighborhoods, as we mentioned, there's some definitely some truck stops there, so it could get a little could get a little slow on that ramp through Monday morning. And then also our final stop for you here, stay in Knox County, but we'll head north of town. This is 640 east and westbound. This is up around the Broadway interchange, so we're talking mile marker 6, but this will be Sunday. Possible rolling roadblocks also. This is between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. And again, this is going to be some overhead utility line work that will be done. So watch for that, and that's going to be between 7 and 11 a.m. on Sunday. So again, if you're running errands Sunday, if you're trying to get to church, what have you, and you're taking I-640, just know you're going to see some delays there because of rolling roadblocks between 7 and 11 a.m. as crews do some utility work in that area. Let's bring it back to the main map for just a second and take a look. Still got the 2 alerts that we were looking at earlier. Just some slower traffic for you up near the Knox-Anderson County line. That is still there. Also, the possibility of some slower traffic for you southbound 75 as you're making your way coming into town toward that 640 interchange. I do want to check one more time out west. Not getting any alerts, but let's pull up a camera because westbound traffic was pretty slow. Matter of fact, it's more like a crawl right now. Heavy traffic for you. 40 westbound. This is as you're making your way over toward Lovell Road, Campbell Station, Turkey Creek area. So again, just be aware of that. The things are definitely slowing down for you. So if you are heading out, or maybe you're heading out on a trip, just know that 40 westbound, give yourself a little extra time there. And just as you can plan ahead, maybe you can either take Kingston Pike, maybe an option for you. Get you past that, take that down toward Lenoir City, and you can jump on I-75 if you need to, if that is where you're headed indeed. All right, just a reminder for you, if you ever have a question, you can always send it to us. You can check out the email there. You can also give us a call, or you can give TDOT a call as well, 833-TDOT-FIX, 833-836-8349. That's if you see like potholes, guardrails, anything like that needs some immediate attention. You can always give TDOT a call, and they will come and take care of everything for you there. All right, so that's how things are shaping up. Have yourself a safe weekend, safe work week next week, or if you're heading out on a trip, hope everything goes fine for you. Don't forget the changes there, the patterns, the traffic patterns getting in and out of McGee-Tyson, especially for the overnight or the late in the evening, early morning traffic, as crews are still working in that area. And check their website for availability, parking availability, on which lots have a little bit more room. But again, be safe. We'll do this again next week. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out. All right, take care, everyone. Be safe out there.